Today is World Mental Health Day, and our Mike Siona is learning more about it at the Canadian Mental Health Association chapter in Saskatoon. Mike, good morning.
Good morning indeed, and you're right, it is World Mental Health Day, and so we're down here chatting with Jenna Neufeld and Tony Clausen at the CMHA in Saskatoon. And Tony, we'll begin with you, the Executive Director here, but let's talk globally about the theme of this year's World Mental Health Day.
Yeah, so this year the theme of World Mental Health Day is really focused on natural disasters. And obviously, here in our province, we've experienced a lot of that this spring and summer with the wildfires in the north. Our country has experienced a lot, but worldwide, you know, there's natural disasters every day. It seems like every time you log onto social media or watch the news or turn on the radio, they're talking about something that's going on somewhere in the world. And we here at CMHA Saskatoon really think that it's important that we're being proactive when we're thinking about natural disasters. You know, we're all going to experience that at some point in our lives, and to build those skills in advance, right? So when that time inevitably does come, you have some skills, you have some tools in your toolbox to manage and cope with the mental stress of that situation.
Makes a lot of sense. Now, Jenna, we'll quickly, I guess, talk to you about just the everyday things that she's kind of referencing. What are some of those tools that we can put in our toolbox? We know the Saskatchewan example, but this is really a global thing.
Absolutely. I think we tend to really focus on a lot of self-care tools and strategies, and sometimes that is really, really good, but sometimes it really just means going back to those really basic things and making sure that you are taking care of yourself on a basic level. So whether that means making sure that you are connected to your supports, knowing what your supports and resources actually are, reaching out to the people that are really good for you, making sure that you are also reaching out to the other people in your life as well. We do often talk about mental health just in terms of highlighting mental illness, but it's also about positive mental health and fostering positive well-being when we can as well.
No doubt about it. I don't know how we got all that done in 2 minutes. Just the tip of the iceberg, and there are so many layers that we'll continue to talk about this morning.
All right, yeah, Mike, truly an important day. Thank you so much. We'll see you in just a little while. All right, let's head back out on the go and track down Mike Siona, who's learning about some programs for World Mental Health Day. Mike?
Yeah, thanks very much. And it's interesting that you mentioned World Mental Health Day, because this year's theme, as we talked about a little bit earlier, deals with the crisis of a natural disaster. But here at CMHA in Saskatoon, you guys aren't necessarily crisis intensive, right? It's more about year-round, all-the-time mental health?
Yeah, absolutely. So we really want to provide people with wraparound supports all year, no matter what kind of they're going through with their mental health and that sort of thing. So we provide a wide variety of programs throughout the year that people can access and that sort of thing. As we're coming into the fall and winter here with Thanksgiving, and then obviously gets us thinking about the holiday season. So we're just getting rolling with our holiday hamper program.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, I should introduce everybody here. This is Tony Clausen, the Executive Director, and Jenna Neufeld, who runs the communications, among a host of other activities here. And we're going to talk about those holiday hampers because the holidays can be a time of a little extra stress and anxiety for people. Tell us about this program.
Yeah, the holiday hampers, we originally started it back in 2020. As everyone can remember, that was a pretty isolating experience. And while we all remember that, the holidays can be extremely isolating for a lot of people every single year. So we started that back with 75 hampers that are filled with 12 wellness activities that folks can participate in throughout the holidays, especially when a lot of services might be closed. And so we grew that to 75 the next year, and then this year we're actually looking at filling 150 hampers. It's a beautiful program. Folks can nominate themselves, or they can also nominate loved ones.
Fantastic. And how do we get involved in all of this?
You bet. So you can visit our website, and on there you can sponsor a holiday hamper for just $75, and all the hampers are free to the people that are receiving them throughout the holiday season.
Very cool. Well, there you go. We all know COVID wasn't fun, but out of that came something great that continues to help as we talk all things World Mental Health Day this morning.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. We'll see you again in just a little while. All right, let's head back out one last time on the go with Mike Siona on this World Mental Health Day.
Well, we're shining a light on World Mental Health Day, and we've been down here at CMHA Saskatoon all morning long with Jenna Neufeld and Tony Klassen talking about World Mental Health. Now, as far as here in Canada, CMHA just came out with a new report. Where does Saskatchewan rank after 2024?
Yeah, so it's a concerning state for the folks and the citizens of Saskatchewan here. So Saskatchewan has the highest rate of mood disorders and anxiety in our country. And I think we see that every day here at CMHA Saskatoon with the need for service. Our client list is continually growing. We also rank second in the country for substance use, which is also a concerning number and statistic within our province.
Yeah, no doubt about it. These are obviously categories we don't want to be leading in, but would rather see us trending in the other direction. And then another one, as we talk about the youth, and you do a lot of work with youth, is just we're not seeing the same uptake of the services that are available.
Yeah, unfortunately, also in Saskatchewan, youth are having a hard time being able to access those services in a timely manner. And we do know that the research states that the majority of individuals do experience initial symptoms of mental health diagnoses in youth. So early intervention is obviously the best thing possible for folks.
No doubt about it. So just a little bit of statistics for us. Still a lot of work to be done, obviously, not just here, not just in Canada, but across the world on this World Mental Health Day. And a reminder, just talking about it like we are here this morning helps to take care of some of the stigma, fundraising options, initiatives, just even a helping hand and check in on somebody that you know on this World Mental Health Day. Thank you very much